my channel. Today is of course a Throwback Thursday, and if you don't know what Throwback Thursday is, every week we take an old palette or a throwback palette. For this Throwback Thursday, we're going to be using the Lorac Original Pro palette. I saw in last week's Throwback Thursday video, many people were requesting this palette. This is the look here. I obviously wanted to do something kind of goldy and fall-y. I was inspired by all the fall leaves outside. They are looking so beautiful. So yeah, I wanted to recreate something kind of fall inspired. So let's get into the look. I'm going to quit my yapping. I love you guys and enjoy. So first you're going to want to prep your eyelids. I'm going to be using the Jane Cosmetics Eyeshadow Primer. Next, going into the original Lorac Pro palette, we're going to take this cream shadow with our blending brush, and I'm just going to deposit this all over my lid, pretty much near the brow bone and over my crease. And as you guys know, this just helps you to blend out your shadows a little bit more so they don't get skippy and draggy and weird. Next, we're going to grab the NYX Cosmetics Pure Gold Jumbo Eye Pencil, and I'm going to use this as an eyeshadow base, and oh my gosh, I love these. I haven't used one in so long. I forgot how much I love it for a base, and this gold seriously matches this eyeshadow so freaking well. This is gold from the palette again, and it is so stunning. So I'm just packing that on the outer halves of that gold pencil, you know. And then we're going to take this shade Light Bronze. Same brush, I just kind of dusted it off. And I'm going to pack that on the inner corners. This, as you can see, gives this, it's kind of like a champagne-y gold. It doesn't look as tacky or as like just gross as like a hardcore gold. It just makes it a little bit more wearable. Of course, don't forget to sip your tea in the middle of your makeup. I find it very relaxing. Next, moving on to the crease, I'm going to take this taupe shadow with a blending brush, and I'm just going to start working this throughout the crease on the edges of that gold pigment. The contrast between the metallicness and that matteness looks so amazing, and it just makes the look pop out really, really well. Next, we're going to take Sable with a smaller crease brush, and I'm going to work this on the outer corner, kind of like in a little V shape. So you'll see me work inwards towards the middle of my eye, but then also on the outside of my eyelid there in like a little V shape. I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Waterproof Jet Black Eyeliner, but mine was super dry and draggy. I need to try that little microwave trick or all the other tricks people talk about, because it was just like, it was too rough for me. I just couldn't do it. So then I switched to the NYX Cosmetics Matte Liquid Liner, because you guys know this is my jam, but it's empty. So I need to go to Ulta like ASAP because it's so dry. So I'm just going to draw a pretty dramatic wing for this. I just kind of thought, why not? You know, I've been in a wing mood lately because I haven't wung in a while. Next for lashes, I'm going to grab the Butterlondon Iconoclast Mascara. I like this because it's a really thin formula, so it's not too bulky underneath my fake lashes. For fake lashes, I'm going to be using this pair by Voss, and it's in the style I Do. I used these in another tutorial recently, and you guys love them, and I loved them too, so I thought I'd throw them on. I oftentimes will grab the end of like a brush, a smaller brush, and kind of press down on my lashes, and that helps to kind of fuse them together. So I go up and down and around, you know, pressing them in. Next, for a primer, I'm going to take the Maybelline Baby Skin Pore Eraser, and I'm going to put that all over my face just to fill in any lines or pores that will look uneven underneath my foundation, because I do have acne-prone skin, so my skin texture is pretty uneven. Next, for foundation, I wanted something really full coverage, so I went with my Double Wear Estee Lauder foundation, and I'm going to blend that in with this Ricky's NYC sponge. Finally, all my self-tanner is off, so this foundation matches me again. Thank goodness, because I was like having a foundation crisis for like weeks. Nothing was matching, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I think I just need to lay off the self-tanner for a minute and get back to my real skin tone, you know? Okay, so next I'm going to take the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, and this is in the Neutralize shade. I'm just going to place a few dots underneath my eye, and then go ahead and start blending that in with my finger. And then I'm going to finish off with a beauty blender just to make sure it's really seamless and smooth. Next, for a little additional coverage, I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I've been loving this lately in the shade Fair. I'm going to rub this, I'm going to place this underneath my eyes and right on the like inner corners there, and really try and brighten up that area. Also doing my nose, my forehead, and my chin area. And then follow up with your beauty blender again. I just lit that candle. It smells so good. Oh my god. Next, I'm taking the Airspun translucent powder before my under eye concealer creases, and I'm just going to set that underneath my eyes using this Real Techniques blush brush. And then I'm just going to continue on and blend in the rest of the concealer. Next, we need to set our foundation. I'm going to take the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Powder in the shade 300,
And I'm just going to run that all over my face, and I never forget my ears either, just to make sure everything's even. So that's why you see me putting makeup on my ears. Also, a lot of people always ask where I get all of my Alex and Annie bracelets that I'm wearing here. I get them all through Holic because they go up every few months. So if you guys haven't signed up yet, it's free. I'll have it linked down below. But Holic always has Alex and Annie bracelet sales, and they're so affordable. Next for eyeliner, I'm going to grab this cream gel eyeliner in the pencil form from ColourPop Cosmetics in the shade Best O, and I'm going to run this right on my bottom lash line there, not keeping it too close to my inner corners. And I'm going to top that right on top of the eyeliner, and this just really punches it up. Now for our bronzer, I'm going to take the Too Faced Little Black Book of Bronzers, first starting with the Milk Chocolate shade, and I'm going to contour out. Is that what they say? Contour out? I don't know. I'm going to contour my cheeks. And then I'm going to grab the Chocolate Soleil shade, and I'm going to deepen that up a little bit. Then with whatever's left on my brush, I'm just going to run it over my nose. Then I like to take my beauty blender and kind of blend that out. Lastly, just doing a little bit of milk chocolate on my temple area and forehead. Now for blush, I'm going to take the old limited edition MAC blush in the shade Kindergarten Red, and I'm going to apply this to my cheeks. I love this blush. It just goes with anything. It's very easy. It's really just like a pinky color, so it's pretty simple. You really don't need this special blush. And then for lips, we're taking the LA Splash Lip Tint Mousse in the shade Raven. It was called Ravenclaw in their Harry Potter collection, I believe, but I do think it's just called Raven now. So if anyone was confused when I said Ravenclaw on Instagram, I apologize.
Okay guys, and that was it for this week's Throwback Thursday tutorial, so I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any more Throwback Thursday tutorials. And also, I do a shit ton of tutorials, so if you're a girl who likes makeup and likes chillin' and rollin' with the homies, if you will, rollin' with the homies, then subscribe and be a member of the fam. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again this Sunday. Bye!